Set. We are all wired in. Everything is looking good. Good morning, everyone. It is Trending Thursday, the first Trending Thursday of the new year. How exciting is that? To be a trendsetter right in the beginning of the year and every week, right? That's what we aim for. But good morning, everyone. This is Carol, so AKA Naughty Boss, live from a nice sunny beach, Vero Beach, Florida, with
TwoSistas, and good morning, everyone. This is Janice, aka Wellness Diva 5.0, getting situated here on Trending Thursday. We had such an amazing guest yesterday, and as I was uploading things, which was the digital world was giving me issues yesterday, which sometimes happens when you're doing a lot of different things, and it's a good thing I have two different computers. Obviously, at some point looking into getting a laptop. So just kind of have my eyes and feelers out for that. So, Trending Thursday, especially the first Thursday, brand new year. And as we go forward, we're always looking for innovative ways or always researching different topics that are trending. And obviously with a digital world, there's so many things that are digitally enhanced. For instance, online fitness classes. Obviously, I'm a kickboxer. I love doing that, and I shared, I think at the beginning of the week, doing the OB fitness app, which is pretty cool. But I'm not saying that, there are gym rats, right? And, I love going to the gym. Carol Sue doesn't. But, just find what is within your own community. Do something that excites you. Look at all those different things. I mean, even if you go to the app store on your cell phone, there's a lot of free apps on there. So don't feel, when we're talking about fitness and what we do, don't feel obviously the need to go out and have such an expenditure that you're not getting the full benefit, is what I'm trying to say. Fitness or wellness doesn't have to be expensive. We just need to be a little bit creative. And I really wanted to share that today because I thought it wasn't that important, especially in this digital age.
Well, that's true. And we've always talked about utilize what's your surroundings, right? Your own house, your countertop, guys. You can do push-ups. I can do push-ups right on my desk right here if I chose to, which I will choose to later on because you don't want to see me going up and down like a yo-yo, right? But you utilize your countertop, a desk. If you have difficulty standing, so now I'm talking to maybe somebody that has an injury, maybe you're elderly, but you still want to get some sort of movement in your chair. You're confined to your chair. Or you can get up with assistance with your walker. Have someone assist with you, just going up and down, slowly up and down. That's a little bit of movement, right? Light weights. There are 1 pound weights, guys, 2 pound weights. You don't have to go for the 5, 10, 15, 25, 50, whatever. Go with the lower number. And you can do arm curls. You can go up and down, sideways, working on those like Naughty Boss has been working on hard. And actually, you know where I'm feeling it? I'm feeling it right here. And that's where I want to feel it, because that's that I want to get rid of, that little, as Princess Ray Ray would call it, squishies.
The squishies.
I'm working on that. But, so you can do that. Guess what? If you don't even have weights, take a can of soup, guys, a can of soup. Take 2 cans of soup and do the same motions up and down, make some circles with your arms. There are ways that you can do that. Sitting in place and marching. So right now I'm marching. I'm under my desk and I'm marching, and you know what? You can start out a little bit slower. Start maybe only a couple inches off the floor and gradually get your knee up a little bit higher. That is going to give you some movement, get those muscles going, get that blood flowing through those muscles, your veins pumping. In your chair, side bends. You can do side bends. And the nice thing about side bends and being in a chair, if you choose to use a chair, is your posture. You want to make sure that your upper torso is up and straight, up and right. And you slowly, you don't want to like go all the way down, like, oh, I got to really stretch that out. There are ways to get that further stretch. You put your hands on your hips and just go sideways to sideways. And then as you get stronger, you can put your arm over your head and stretch that out and pull it. You pull it out this way you're pulling, so I'm pulling my wrist, you're pulling it out this way, you're going to get that nice stretch within the side of your waist, your hip area, and you can do that back and forth. You're on the couch, right? You're not feeling the best, but you still got to get some movement. Use the same kind of things. Stretch bands, like my favorite thing, I love them. They're resistant bands, and they're stretchy. So I've got some really long ones. I can roll them up, and I can do a couple different things with them. I can do curls. I can do back arm, I guess you would call them kind of like a push-up or a pull-up. And you go back, and see, I did it wrong right there. Got to keep your elbows in. So you want to keep your elbows in, go straight up, elbows in. These are all things you can do just by sitting at your desk, guys, or sitting at the couch watching your favorite, whatever, Netflix show. So the point being, we're telling you all of this because there's so many trend-setting apparatuses that you could use right in your home. If you don't want to go to the gym, like I hate going to the gym. I can't really even, a lot of people ask me that. What is the reason why you really hate going to the gym? I can't get it. I can't even really give you a specific other than it stinks. Most of them smell. And I have an issue with that. They just smell rubbery and sweaty and not yeah. But part of it is the time. Now, even meaning the commute, I mean, it's pretty pathetic when I think about it. John's gym that he goes to, and he goes to regularly every single day. He's so good about that. And he's always been, since we were dating, he was a gym rat. But literally, it's like a mile away. So in his case, and it's kind of like a guy gym, that's a no-brainer. It's a mile away. But for a gym that I would choose, it would be a couple miles. And a couple miles is nothing, really, when you think about it. But, 10 minutes one way, 10 minutes back. 20 minutes, I could have already gotten a 20-minute workout in. And sometimes my workout will be sporadic, meaning I'm going to do 4 sets of 15 just because of my schedule, or 4 minutes of 20. I'm obviously in the process of obviously increasing that because of being an ultimate thriver contestant. But sometimes your day just doesn't permit you to fully give it a whole hour straight. So maybe you got to break it into 2 30-minute sections. So obviously at home, that's easier to do. John's done it before. He's gone to the gym and worked upper body, came home and rested, had lunch, and went back and did lower body. He's dedicated. He loves the gym. Naughty Boss, Papa Boss, which I've nicknamed him now. Papa Boss doesn't mind going to the gym, but Naughty Boss, not so much. Just not my thing.
And, and I totally get that. And, the reason why I wanted to bring up this subject, obviously, is because, we're so inundated, even through, live streaming, versus regular TV. There's still so much information on there. Buy this gadget, do this, do that. Do what you feel is right for you. Obviously, with I call myself a digital warrior, the digital diva, as I'm known on Clubhouse and the Wisdom app. I have to make a conscious effort now because I am sitting so much throughout the day. Yes, I get my workouts in, but if we're sitting in front of our computers for hours at a time, every hour, 5 minutes, I make it a habit to get up and I do my knee raises. I can't jog and do the knee raise because of all my issues with my back and whatnot. But I am raising my knees up. And as I'm doing that, I'm raising my arms up. So you're getting that blood flow going, because what happens a lot of times too is your obliques, as you're sitting, obviously you're sitting on the butt,
the buttocks,
the gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus, but you also have your obliques, and your obliques get very tight, which goes to your lower back, which goes to your hips, which goes to your butt. But with the lower back, obviously up into the traps, the rhomboids, and everything else in between, everything gets tight. Therefore, if you are a digital warrior, if you are a desk warrior, set your alarm. I set my alarm on my cell phone now for every hour. And I just get up 5 minutes and just get that movement in. Even though I've done my workout, your body will thank you. Your body will thank you. So don't make it complicated. Simplify it in a way that works with your schedule. If you can't do it every hour, at least try an hour and a half, no more than 2 hours. You have to get up and move. Movement, exercise, whatever you want to call it, however you refer to it, just do it. Your body will thank you. So that is my public announcement for Trending Thursday.
Well, and it's true. It's just about movement, and you can't. Again, that goes back to some of the things that I chatted about with our nutritional program. Is that you have to you have to partner with your lifestyle, with whatever nutritional program you're doing. It's a scientific fact, guys. You cannot get all the nutrients that your body needs just by drinking, hydrating and eating good food. Our body needs so much of nutrition for every system that we have. We got quite a few systems in our body. So if you're doing a nutritional program that also complements, if you're looking to lose some inches, lose some weight, but you're not complementing that nutrition system with a lifestyle, guess what? You're making the nutritional system work harder, and it's not going to be efficient. So, in other words, oh yes, I'm doing my 3 easy steps, but I'm going to go home and, eat a whole pizza and some chocolate cake. That doesn't work. So you have to pair it and partner with, and it doesn't mean depriving yourself. We've been really kind of shooting that message like nonstop for almost 2 years now on, you just have to really, really decide that, you know what, I want to feel good, like really feel good. Nutritional programs will get you going, and it's a great basis because you do need to fuel your body with what it needs. But if you're adding in more junk, you're making the nutritional system work harder. The nutritional system is there to get rid of the bad toxins and really supplement your body in the areas that you are lacking in nutrition. Everyone lacks in nutrition. And because we look different, we act different, we feel different, guess what? Our insides are different. That means our nutritional deficiencies are different. And that's what I love about the 3 easy steps, is that it tailors it to you. But it does no good if you're going out and eating prime rib every night. It does no good if you drinking a couple bottles of wine. I've adapted. Everyone knows I absolutely love my wine, but I have, I could probably say on one hand how much wine I've had in a year, because the grape skins don't do me well, and just doesn't do well with my body right now, as well as it's a lot of calories, a lot of sugar. I don't care what wine it is. So my splurge every now and then is Prosecco, and everyone knows how much I love Prosecco, but at the same time, I've got to be careful of that. So if I'm going to partake in a beverage, I choose to make it light. Tito's or Grey Goose, with some seltzer. I've eliminated the lemon and lime because citrus is an issue for me as well. And I'm adapting. I'm not depriving myself. If I want that, that cocktail, I'm going to have it. But I also know that I'm going to stay away from the sugary cocktails because of the sugar content, number one. It just doesn't do well with my digestion system. So you have to respect your body. You have to hear your body talking to you. Your body's giving you clues. It's up to you your body's actually the trendsetter for what it wants. And are you listening to what your body wants? So your body wants colorful. We talk about colorful all the time, colorful plate. That could be, and you also have to be careful with those things. There are some vegetables and fruits that may react well to you. So you got to be mindful of that. Dairy, I always say, I've given up probably, I say between 80 and 90% dairy, because obviously if I'm going out to eat, I don't know what the chef is using. Obviously they're probably using butter, or other things of dairy, some cheeses or whatnot. So say for instance, say I'm splurging and I feel like I'm going to go to an Italian restaurant and I want lasagna. I might ask them if they have gluten-free lasagna. If they don't, that's okay. I'm just going to eat a little bit of it. I don't have any kind of gluten sensitivity at all. And I'm not, don't have the actual allergy. I just make it a choice to limit my gluten. So if that's not the case, and it comes, I ask it, is it a meat sauce? Is there a lot of cheese? And what I'll do is I can eat it. I just scrape off a little the cheese to the side. I'm still getting some of it. Of course I am. But I'll scrape some of it off. So I'm being more mindful because there are actually different dairy products that act differently within my body. So anything like of a very rich, and I'm sure all of you can appreciate this, a very rich texture too. So what would that be? That would be ricotta cheese. That would be cream cheese. That would be, any kind of like they have the cheese balls. Although I got a sneak peek cheese ball from our good friend Sandy Kern, who has that wonderful book out, Desire to Be Well. And she's working on her second cookbook, and she sent me a vegan cheese ball recipe, which I'm like dying to try. Just haven't had the time to. I think I need more vegan cream cheese. And, so again, there are ways that you can adapt a great recipe and continue to make it great, just kind of tweak the ingredients. So your body is the trendsetter. And I want you to think about that. Your body is the trendsetter, and it knows what it wants. You just got to listen to it.
Make nutrition great again.
Yeah. I mean, and I think when people hear nutrition and healthy, they think of deprivation in the sense of I'm depriving myself. Of course, that's two different meanings, but they sound alike. The point being, when we hear healthy, we hear nutrition, we think we're depriving our body of what we want to eat. No, you're actually doing a service to your body because you're giving it what it needs. But the mind is a whole different ballgame. The mind might want that cheesecake. The mind might want that cupcake, whatever it may be, that cannoli, the hot fudge sundae, whatever it may be, right? So you say, you know what? I do want it. What I'm finding is a lot of people going out, you get one little dessert and cut it into four and everyone gets a piece of it. A lot of people are doing that now because they're mindful of, I want to have a taste of it, but I don't want to eat the whole thing. Or say you're going out to your favorite ice cream. Now, a lot of people Northeast are not going to an ice cream place at this time, but down south we are. And so guess what? You really want that and you want to splurge? Get the kiddie size. There are ways to work around, get a kiddie phone. There are ways to work around saying, I'm not going to deprive myself. I still want to enjoy that, but I'm just going to eat less of it. And your body will thank you because your body is the trendsetter.
Absolutely. Tune in and listen. And the thing I always correlate with that is the maintenance that we put into our vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of switch that around and think of it as a way of maintaining your health in such a way that is not overwhelming, complements what you are currently doing, doesn't deprive you, doesn't eliminate, although, obviously, when you go on any type of lifestyle change, check with your health coach. Hello, I'm a health coach. Or your medical provider, have that conversation with different ways you can, not necessarily eliminate, but if, for instance, if you're eating dairy and a half an hour after you eat any kind of dairy, you're getting ill, you kind of need to pay attention to that. That's your body.
How many people do you know when that happens? Oh, I got food poisoning.
Oh, I know a lot of people. In fact, even before I became a health coach, I was doing that.
Right. Well, we all do it because you don't know. You're not listening to your body, and your body's saying, puke. Like, what are you doing to me? That's poison in my body. And it doesn't mean it might be poison for the next person, but we are all unique. We are all unique. Our insides are unique. So you've got to listen to your body. But I love the analogy because our bodies are a fine machine.
Right. And when I was going through, before I became gluten-free, and usually, of course it would happen after I ate a meal like pasta or bread, and it happened with other things, but usually about 15, 20, more or less 20 minutes later is when I would feel kind of sick. And then I kind of started to do some research on it. And I had just started my certification to become a health coach. And I'm like, wait a minute. I did make an appointment with my physician. And I even said to her, I think I have some kind of a gluten sensitivity. I don't think it's Hashimoto's or anything like that, but but in any event, obviously sent me for all these crazy tests and came back and she says, yeah, you have a non-celiac gluten sensitivity. But she had recommended, because then with the gluten was affecting my gallbladder and I was getting gallbladder attacks, and wanted to send me, for a referral to have my gallbladder out. And I said, no, thank you. I think I'm going to let me start eliminating gluten and see how I do with that. But the point I'm trying to make is I had that conversation with my physician and she felt that was a great idea. It complemented my lifestyle, because the thing is, I obviously did not want to go through a surgery that I really didn't need if I could control it through my diet and eliminate gluten. Now I have slowly added or tried different things, but I have to try them in very small amounts. For instance, the little wheat thin crackers, they're really minute. They're like that, maybe the size of a quarter. They're the tiny crackers. I had 3 of those. I figured, okay, that's a small amount. Well, 20 minutes later, I'm like, I don't feel so good. So, and the wheat part for me affects me a lot more than the white floury kind of, so I can have like I can't have a whole slice of, for instance, Italian bread, which I absolutely love. But if I take just kind of take some of the white part out of the bread, just to have a little taste, I can do that, but that's like it, So I know what I can do. I know what I can't do. And it's really a matter of trial and error. But the point is you have to listen to your body.
Yeah, and I think that's what's trending on this Trending Thursday, your body. Are you listening to it? Are you paying attention? Are you understanding that your body's talking to you? It's speaking to you. And are you listening? And are you taking its advice and saying, cut that crap out? Give me something that I really, really like. And again, eliminate those foods. But yes, so you can slowly introduce them. And the reason why I say that is your body naturally goes through, like every seven years, kind of does a reset. And, things change within your body. So it doesn't mean you can never, ever eat them again. You may have to have only just a taste of something, but it doesn't mean you can never do it. But if it's bothering you and you get, it goes back to, the whole starting out, a fresh start, new year, new week, gets overplayed quite a bit. But at the same time, are you playing the same story every single time? And if you are, and the ending never changes, maybe you should try a new book, a new way of doing something. So if you are having reactions to the food that you're eating, we always talk about journaling your wellness, your health, your mindset, journal what you're eating and make note of, maybe just have 2 columns, foods that I have a reaction to and foods that I don't, or just foods that I have a reaction to. And if you notice, after I eat dairy, and when I'm saying dairy is some people have no issues eating hard cheese, but when they get to the soft cheese, for whatever reason, that bothers them. That does happen. Some people, it may be the dairy with the combination of sugar. So a sweet dessert that has sugar in it, they'll notice that. But yet, if they were to have a slice of cheddar cheese, they had no issues with it. So it's maybe a combination of different things. Cheesecake was my all-time favorite recipe of all time. And I make a great New York cheesecake, compliments of a recipe I received years ago. And I haven't made it in probably about 5 years since I was going through all this. I think I made it once. but it's something that I hope that at one point I can make it again and maybe just have a smidget of it and see how I do. But if I react the same way, guess what? I'll still make it for people because it's people really enjoy it, but I know that I can't. And I found other great avenues of different healthy, I don't want to say imitations, but substitutes that I can eat that still satisfy that need of maybe a little crunch, a little salt, or a little sugar, but a healthier version of that. So healthy versions of something shouldn't get a bad rap. It just means you're enjoying it just a different way, and it just tastes just as good. So
Right.
on this Trending Thursday, we want to know, is your body going to be the trendsetter? Are you going to listen to it? And really take note that in order for you to really get your healthy on, you got to know the do's and don'ts of your own body. Doesn't have to be a copycat of somebody else's. You are unique, and we are all perfectly imperfect. It's just the way life is. So adapt your lifestyle to what your body is asking for. It's the trendsetter. You just got to listen to that. And with that, this is Carol Sue, aka Naughty Boss, enjoying this Trending Thursday with Two
Sisters. Hey, this is Janice, aka Wellness Diva 5.0. The snowbirds are here, and guess what? The shelves are becoming bare. We are expecting a snowstorm tomorrow.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, probably now they're saying 6 to 8, like who knows, but they're expecting a snowstorm. And yeah, the Armageddon has already happened at the grocery store. So
Oh Lord,
here in the Northeast, go get that loaf of bread or whatever you need. Hey, have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow for Fantabulous Friday. Bye everyone.
bye.